What's up, veterans? We got another Veterans Readiness and Employment video. I've done a lot of videos on how to get approved, what you need to do, but not really a lot of videos on what not to say. So in this video, I'm going to go over quickly the things that you don't want to say to your VRC in your first meeting for your approval.
Oh, what a stroke of luck.
Alright, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment. It helps other veterans see this, and I like to help as many veterans as I can. One of the most important things when you're going into your first meeting with your VRC to determine whether or not you're eligible is you need to realize that the counselor doesn't necessarily care about what you want. All they're trying to determine is whether or not you are eligible, which comes down to, is your service-connected disability percentage high enough, and are you within that, I believe it's 10 to 12 year time frame from either your end of enlistment date or your service-connected date when you first got your first service-connected disability rating. Whichever of those is later, it has to be no later than, I think, 10 years. Between those two things, and then whatever your service-connected disability is, it has to be essentially affecting the quality of your life. Maybe it has inhibited you from getting a job. Maybe it is making your job a lot harder and a lot worse, and then that's affecting your service-connected disability, and that's making it harder for you to sleep at night. So you see how that snowballs. Those are the things that they're looking for to see whether or not you're eligible and can be approved for the program. They don't necessarily care about what you want. Maybe some VRCs do. There are some good VRCs out there that care about the veterans, but you need to take at face value that your VRC is not going to care about what you want. They're just trying to determine whether or not you are eligible and can be approved for the program. So having said that, going into the meeting and saying, I want to be approved for this program so I can get a degree in XYZ, or I want to get approved for this program so that I can get a promotion, or so that I can start a business. And when you say those things off the cusp, the counselor is going to look at those things and start trying to find ways to disprove you. You have to look at this from the counselor's perspective. If they see you coming into the meeting and all of a sudden the first thing you're talking about is this degree or this business that you want to start, maybe in their mind they're thinking, okay, this veteran just heard about this program. He might not be having any problems at all. He's just trying to take advantage of some free money, maybe a free degree that we can get him. He's just trying to take advantage of this program. The VRC doesn't know who you are. And depending on the size of the city that you live in, the VRC that's interviewing you could be having multiple of these interviews a week. So to them, you're just a number, and they're probably just looking for ways to disprove you. So when you say those things just straight off the cusp, then that might be exactly what they're thinking is, this veteran is just trying to take advantage of the program. I need to find ways to disprove him. If we flip that, you go into the meeting, and what you talk about is your service-connected disabilities. You talk about maybe the pain that you're having in your current job, how your current job is causing you more pain with your service-connected disability, or how you haven't been able to find a job because of your service-connected disability, because of the pain you have with your service-connected disability. If this is all that you are talking about, then they're more inclined to believe what you are telling them is true, and then they want to find a way to try to help you. Come out and only talk about how your service-connected disability is affecting you and how it's affecting your life. They're more apt to believe that this is a legit request and you're actually experiencing these things and you actually need the help. And then once they start questioning you about, well, have you thought about what you want to do or maybe what would help? Then maybe you start talking about some of the things that you've thought about, some of the things that you've looked into. But don't do that until you have thoroughly discussed the issues that you're experiencing already in your life. Don't just the first few things you say when the counselor says, so tell me about yourself, or tell me why we're here today. That is your time to tell them about the pain that you're experiencing from your service-connected disability, how that's affecting your life and your job, and the help that you need from Veterans Readiness and Employment. That is not your time to go and talk about the degree that you want, the promotion that you want, or the business that you want to start. So make sure when you're given that time to speak that you don't go directly to what you want from the program. What they need to think first is all you want from the program is help finding a better job that suits you, that doesn't aggravate your service-connected disabilities. That's what they need to believe. And then once you got them loosened up, then you throw in what you actually want. I hope that helps some of you out, and good luck out there.